Greetings again, adventurers, and welcome back to Let's Play Revelations Persona. In the last episode, we finally made it to the police station to get Mark out of the holding cells, and we also ran into Brad, but we chose not to take him with us after he awoke to his persona. The downside is that all the cops in the police station have been killed by demons and turned into zombies, with the captain that we met much earlier in this Let's Play adventure being possessed by a gremlin, and we were forced to destroy him. Now the time has come to actually venture out of the police station and make our way outside. Motorway. Of course, we're going to be accosted by demons. Unfortunately, we can't get their spell cards, which is a very unfortunate thing. Just a fight with some magic urns, nothing to worry about. And we all got some decent experience from that. Upstairs and back outside. More demon encounters. Another demon battle in which Mark learned gravity, which is very useful. It means he now has a ranged attack that he can do instead of relying on tank or rapid form. Almost out of the police station. And some more demons bite the dust. Hurrah, hooray! Finally leave this place now that Mark's back in our team. And away we go. No reason to hang around the police station any longer for the time being, although we will be back for those spell cards, and Nate apparently thinks Mary is weird. Not sure why I would think that. You might have done if it weren't for the fact that Mark was already in possession of it. Oh well, never mind. I think that the captain gave it a his all, but he was only a human being against the might of demons. Yeah, he meant well, but unfortunately, he is no longer of this world. He was possessed by a gremlin, Mark. I doubt he will ever be okay, ever again. Tragic as it is, we must press on. And to leave this place behind us for the time being. And believe it or not, we actually want to make our way over to Joy Street Mall now. Make it down there. And of course, running into more battles, more demons. And I didn't show these ones off, but I did run into them while I was running around. These are thugs. Is there anything else? No, they're hoodlums in Megami Ibanroku Persona. They're weak to magic. They're pretty much pushovers in any event. These, however, are Frumen, also known as Ihika. They're strong against magic, and yeah. And hopefully we can deal with them. We do wind all, but oh wow. We can actually hit all of them, even though it's not going to do much against the crewmen, but we can deal with that with multi-bow. There we go. That's pretty much have all the else we need to deal with them. Oh well, that took care of all of them. Hooray. We got a blood order out of that. And because I won the battle, I got the most experience. Go me. still have to walk across the pedestrian crossing, because why not? And more demons. We can just talk to them because you have a spell card. They'll just go away. Bye bye. You gonna give me a magic stone? Or something else? $1. How considerate. I believe the encounter rates in Revelations Persona are somewhat less than those in Megami Iban Roku Persona. However, that pretty much means that we're going to be low on cash for quite a while. Even though we're not really going to buy a lot of things to begin with anyway, because we can just rely on our personas, and our equipment is already good enough as it is. And of course, the place being overrun by demons, there is no sound of the crowds, but most importantly, this quaint little store known as the Velvet Room, I believe is, ladies and gentlemen, open for business now. Let's go inside, which we now can. The time has finally come.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
And there he is, the custodian of the Velvet Room, known as Igor, who knows the ways of personas. And of course, for those of you who have never played any of the Persona games, Igor's main role as custodian of the Velvet Room is to usher in the creation of new personas, but he is not alone in the Velvet Room. The two other people here, the one singing is Belladonna, and the one playing the piano, his name is, well, nameless. These are the other two denizens of the Velvet Room. No blue velvet dressed residents to be seen here, there, or anywhere at the moment. They will come much later. But of course, we can summon new personas in the Velvet Room. And I believe, no, we don't want full service. We want self-service. Self-service is what we're going to need. And yeah, this graph may be confusing to a lot of people. I know it was to me when I first saw it, but this is basically the fusion chart for the various demons and personas. As you can see there, from fusing zombie with pixie will give us the magician L times 1. That's the Revelations name. I haven't written down many of the actual Megami Iban Roku Persona names. If you want to know those, just look up the Persona 1 Wikidot and the Revelations comparison. Now, you may notice that they're, well, X basically means we can't fuse anything. Circles are kind of normal, but there are also arrows that I think the arrows increase certain stats, and the colors also have to, also play a factor in Persona Fusion. White is just regular, blue is the persona gets a benefit from one of the two demon spell cards used to fusion summon it, and red actually can usher in a fusion accident. Yes, there are fusion accidents in Revelations Persona. Don't think I'll be trying for them, but anything is possible. Now, I actually want at this point, because yeah, as you can see, I've got a lot of cards here. You know what? I think I'll get Pawn, which is the level 12 of the Emperor Arcana, and you can actually add items to persona fusions to increase their stats. It's generally recommended that you actually add bullets, because that increases either their attack or their certain offensive stats. So we're going to do that. Now, Pawn is in fact of the earth element, which basically means that he's not going to be very effective against ghouls, but he will be effective against other things. And Pawn is an early persona at this point, so let's summon him. And Igor communes with the unknown with the use of his bizarre-looking phone. For those of you who have been watching my Let's Play episodes thus far, you'll notice that the end card that I use for each of the episodes is of this very sequence. And thus, Hermit and Slime fuse together to become Emperor Pawn. Our first new persona. We're going to be summoning many more personas before this Let's Play adventure is through. There's certain personas that we, if we're too high of a level, or we're too low, if the persona is too high of a level, then we're just cycling through the various combinations here. Could get Jack Frost up to Lover's Arcana. Maybe, but I'll hold off on that. Yeah, Infernal's way too high level for us at this point. And there's Hellcat of the Hermit Arcana, which could be fairly useful. There'll be a lot of personas which aren't as effective, so I won't be fusion summoning them. Magician L times 1, another ice persona of the Magician Arcana, and definitely a lot of ice ones, but also have Judgment, or Halo of the Judgment Arcana. That is actually fairly useful. Weak against attack, but is pretty resilient against magic. And it has a pretty decent melee attack to boot, but then there's Hive for the World Arcana, which, to be honest, I don't really use myself. For the sake of argument, why not? Let's get the fan favorite in the room, Jack Frost, and give him some bullets to boot. Yeah, Jack Frost will be fine. He'll be a great addition to our party. interesting way of fusion summoning personas, but very useful than boosting our ranks. And thus, Jack Frost of the Lover's Arcana is now a part of our team. Hee-ho! And we've got some more personas that we can summon. I actually want to summon Halo at this point. I know I can't use Halo, but be a very useful persona for later on. Yeah, I think we're not high enough level to actually use Halo in battle, but still very useful persona at this point of the adventure. And there are times in which, in addition to a fusion accident, the fusion summoning itself can be somewhat irregular, but it's usually nothing to worry about. I could actually still fusion summon 1 times L, or L times 1, sorry. Yeah, why not? Should be fine. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. Aha. Also uses up the first and Nameless with his dramatic piano playing. Or it's I times L, or I times 1, sorry. Not L times 1, as I was saying before. Never mind. Any other personas we can summon? Hellcat of the Hermalin Arcana, which actually might be useful for Mark, I think. So why not? More personas for the collection. Probably didn't need to do this, but I thought I'd just show off the persona summoning as much as possible. And of course I'm going to be summoning all the personas because there are a few of them which are useful when fighting other demons, but there are many which aren't, and I'm not going to be using those ones. So Hellcat is now a part of our soul. Huzzah! And I don't think we really have anything left that we need to do at this point in time. Yeah, we can't fuse zombies together. Never mind. But, well, we can actually talk to Igor about fusion summoning. Beginner, amateur, instructions, and professional. Yeah, that's what the spell cards are for. So we need spell cards in order to summon new personas. Interesting that Igor explains all this this late, but it's okay. We can also erase personas once they've reached rank 8, and doing so will actually give us an item in return, but we don't want to do that just yet. Yeah, we need to actually harness the power of persona of the various personas that we have summoned thus far. Only when we've harnessed persona can we actually use it in battle. And believe it or not, each of us can actually possess up to 3 personas each, which is very different from later Persona games. One might call it the power of the wild card. And Igor can store 16 personas in total. Yeah, every persona is unique. And even even if you think you're summoning the same persona through fusion summoning, you might be surprised. Oh, we'll be a long way off before we truly become a master of persona. But we still have more to learn about fusion summoning. A lot more. Yeah, when we have the power of persona bound to us, we get that persona's attributes, its strengths, its weaknesses, and its elements. But we can change personas at will, not just wield them. But this is the important part. Without the power of persona, we are but mere mortals. Yeah, demons, even the weakest demons would ultimately one-shot us if we didn't have personas to help us out. Yeah, the power of persona is vast indeed. Yeah, and certain characters will be more compatible with certain arcana, as I will explain a little bit later. And of course, the better personas get in battle, the more abilities they can use. And of course, in the original Revelations persona, despite the fact that personas can get high tier abilities, the cost of SP required to use those abilities will actually remain the same, which is interesting. Only through the power of persona can we hope to be the best that we can possibly be. And finally, we can know the professional knowledge. Yeah, there are 8 stages, or 8 ranks. And of course, once we do, when we return them, we will get a very useful item. The combination of the spell cards is also a factor in fusion summoning, but I won't worry about that too much. Yeah, this is where the moon cycle comes into it. That's actually necessary for certain fusion summonings. And of course, various items that have been used will also have an effect. Yeah, certain stones can be used as well. And that's pretty much everything that Igor has to say on fusion summoning. Now there is one more thing that I would like to mention, and that's in regards to what Igor said about items. You saw there I used bullets to enhance certain abilities of the first few personas that I summoned, but in addition there are very special items known as totems, which one needs in order to acquire certain personas, as well as certain demon spell cards needed to fusion summon them to begin with. And in particular, adventurers, there is one totem that I would love to get. It is called the Glass Doll totem in Revelations Persona. And it can only be acquired one way and one way only. By getting every single spell card in Revelations Persona from start to finish. Guess how many spell cards there are in Persona? I'll tell you. 142. I may have gotten a few spell cards, I may have gotten 12 spell cards right from the beginning, which means that I have 130 more spell cards left to get. And that is a lot. In addition, I need two very specific spell cards, along with once I've acquired the glass doll in question, in order to get a very specific persona. By fusing those two spell cards with the glass doll totem, I can get a very powerful persona. A persona that we've actually seen displayed in the loading screens of Revelations Persona. That's right, adventurers. In this LP, I will be aiming to be able to summon the mighty persona known to one and all as Vishnu. Known in Revelations Persona as Ashara, but for the purposes of this Let's Play adventure, we'll just call him Vishnu. He is also displayed proudly on the front cover of Revelations Persona, the North American version. I will not rest until I have manifested the mighty Vishnu. And that is going to be my quest for Revelations Persona, getting all 142 spell cards from every demon throughout Persona. Kind of like building the national decks in the Pokemon series, but much more harder. And since I think we've concluded our business here, so we will say farewell to Igor for the time being, but this will not be the last time that this won't be the last time that we will be seeing them again in the Velvet Room. And I believe the time has come to save, because saving is always important in Revelations Persona. Yes, indeed, mighty Augustus Tree, we shall carve our record on your trunk and make sure that our story is known and remembered. And thus our progress will be preserved for all time, until we override it with another record in the future. And thus, this episode of Let's Play Revelations Persona will come to an end, and when we return, adventurers, we're actually going to make our way back to St. Hermalin High to see how Brad, Ellen, and Yukino are doing, as well as Miss Smith and Dr. Cotter, and Dr. Beverly, and everyone else. Even that unfortunate vice principal of ours. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.